you guys how that works. Let's go ahead and let's get to spinning. Let's go ahead and buy everything. I'm telling you guys, we're literally just buying it all, dude. We're full sending. I didn't want to, but I'll explain everything as well. Okay, so boom. And then we're also gonna just max this. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now. What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and yes, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about, guys. Okay, so some of the things off the top of my head, I probably should have wrote this down, but some of the things off the top of my head that okay, first of all, let me cover what we're gonna do here today. We're gonna max the event bundle for the decorations. Okay. 2, I'm going to talk to you guys the breakdown of the costs between the event bundle, roughly around what level you get to, compared to the daily bundle, okay, because there's also a daily bundle for the blueprints to get decorations, right, to see like which one is the best value there. What does this mean for the future of the game? Right. And also what am I going to do personally to try to get up to date as much as possible with decorations without spending more than I'm already spending. Okay, guys, this is a very key thing that I need you guys to understand, because trust me, as soon as you look at the decorations and how much it costs, immediately the first thing a lot of you guys are going to think is, I don't know if I want to play this game anymore. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. When I first saw how much it's going to cost to be able to max out all the decorations, I'm like, ooh. But as soon as I tell you guys essentially my method of what I'm going to be doing for my account to be able to get this value, most of you guys will see what I'm saying and be like, okay. I can work with decorations then if I'm willing to do what Guns is going to do. And it is my biggest tip for you guys going forward with decorations. All right, let's go ahead and get right to it, guys. Okay, so my whole plan. Let's go ahead and make myself a little smaller here. Okay, my whole plan when it comes to decorations. Okay, let's go take a look at what I'm talking about. First of all, what are decorations? How do you access them? Okay, so decorations recently got added in the patch. So you click on your city, you go over here to the golden door, the relinquery, and you click on this right one right here. So the middle one is for the city halls, right? The one that shows you all like the relinquery for your cities and stuff like that. And the one on the right here is the one that brings up your decorations. Okay, now each decoration you can activate up to 5. One thing to really note that is very important before you guys go and get crazy and start upgrading is that there is a 0.5. Okay, there's 0.5. You see the Legion attack 0.5, and there's also a 0.2. Okay, the 0.2s scale differently than the 0.5s, right? If you look at the 0.2s, if you take it to level 9, you're talking 3% and 3%, 3% attack, 3% defense, okay? But if you look at a level 9 on a 0.5% legendary, okay, you're talking damage dealt and 5% attack, 5% defense. Now, is it going to be less to upgrade the 0.2? I believe so. I'd have to look at the messages between the Echo player that was helping me look at these numbers. Let me look at the name of the Echo player, Echo Frosties. Shout out Echo Frosties for sharing sharing the data with me, and then me going in and taking a look at everything. So anyways, make sure that you guys check that out. Okay, make sure you're upgrading the correct one that you are going for. Okay, now you can see here there's different levels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to 10, and each level requires a different amount of decorations. Now, one thing to make clear here, guys, when it comes to upgrading, okay, so if we click upgrade here, you can see that you have decoration blueprints and then also just straight up decorations, right? Each decoration is equivalent to 10 decoration blueprint. So that is a very distinct thing to understand there. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Now let's see. So covered that of how to get them. And now, in terms of the way to think about this, the way that I'm doing it, because as soon as I saw, and I watched Chisco's video, by the way, and I'll put a link to Chisco's video at the bottom. That way you guys can see more people do it. The way that I looked at this, I'm like, okay, that looks very expensive. The way that I'm recommending strongly for a lot of you guys to think about this, guys, is to just shift your current investments. It's not financial advice. This is what I'm doing and what I recommend, okay? Shift what you're currently spending on the game and shift that over to decorations. Now, to a certain extent, right? Maybe half of it, maybe all of it. You guys have to make that decision, okay? Because decorations are such a big deal, and you do not want to fall behind with this. At least if you want to be, you know, S tier level. Like if you don't really care about it being S tier or competed in KVK 1 or 2, you're kind of on the lower level KVKs. It's not as big of a deal, for sure. But that is what I'm personally doing. I'm shifting my artifacts. So normally what I would spend on artifacts, I'm shifting that over to the decorations. Okay, so that's what I'm personally doing. I'm still gonna do my wheels because you know those stars have crazy amounts of value within them themselves. So I'm still gonna do my wheels. But what artifacts? I'm done with artifacts for now. I know that sounds crazy to say out loud, guys, but I'm at a point with my account where I can just shift over. Now, you guys are probably like, come on, Guns, just buy the damn thing. Now, listen, I get it. You guys want to see me just go crazy and burn my money, right? But it's important for me to explain this and address this. Now, for the free-to-play and low-spend players, okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, with the decorations out, it puts free-to-play and low-spend players at a worse spot. It's going to be a lot more difficult to compete. Definitely, there's no sugarcoating that. So going forward, I hope we do see more available options for those lower-spend players. Now, what are some of the options for the lower-spend / free-to-play players? Now, if we take a look over here at the weekly shop, you have here what's called and I'll open this for you guys in here on stream. I was gonna save them, but I'll open them. So you can buy this legendary box that has like a blueprint or a decoration of choice, and they also have this epic one here, and I'll buy the epic one as well. Why not? Just did some Abyss. So let's go ahead and go open this so you guys can see what it gets me. So we're gonna open one first. Boom. Okay, so we got the Lausch Lounger. I think this one's only a 0.2er. I think it's only a 0.2er. Let's go ahead and open this next one. And we got the Breath of Rebirth. Okay, we got the Breath of Rebirth. Let's go take a look at what that looks like. Let's go over here. Breath of Rebirth, and also so important, right? Both of them are 0.2s. Both of them are 0.2, so it's not enough. Now, let's go ahead and I'm gonna choose to focus on, I'm gonna try to get the Lotus Lantern, and then we're gonna just focus in on the Lotus Lantern, all right, since it's a 0.5er. Now, let's get straight into it. Don't worry, I'm gonna break all these videos. I'm gonna try to break it down as much as I can. So let's go ahead and buy the bundles. Let's go to events. So we go over here, we go to Landscape Agreement. We go up here, and then we just start. So I already bought the free ones that you get here and the gemmies. So let's see what we get from the free ones before I go off and start buying stuff. Okay, so we have the oneies right here. I mean, if I can get the Lotus Lantern off rip here, that'd be really good. Okay. Boom. Oh wow. That was enough to get the Lotus Lantern. Look at that. Just from the free ones. That's nice. Did I get lucky there? I just got really lucky, didn't I, chat? I'm like, wait, did I just get really lucky there or not? So you guys are seeing, like, as you're getting this, you're getting landscape pigments. Landscape pigments you could then use later on in the exchange store, okay? And in the exchange store, you can choose to go Tigers of the Forest or Lotus Lantern. Me personally, I care more about stats, so I'm gonna go for the Lotus Lantern. So you can see here, I think I had a total of 130, now it's 129. So at the end, the pigments, you could then turn that into Lotus Lantern decorations, and then those decorations you could then use to improve the artifact, okay? So yeah. let's go ahead and then to put your, I might have to redo this somehow. Let's go ahead and delete some of this. I'm gonna have to rearrange my entire thing. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in our new decoration here. Boom. Okay, now we got to go to the relinquery, click on this and activate. Boom. So now you guys are gonna see what a 385 bundle. Where does a 385 bundle land me? Okay, so we're just gonna buy it out. Boom, 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 boom. Just straight spam through it. Okay, spam through it so you guys can see exactly what I'm gonna get. So you can see it's at, you can see when we click on the relinquery, so you can see again as proof, right? Right here, the Lotus Lantern, it's only at level 1, right? And I need a total of 10 of these blueprints or decorations in order to get them up, right? So 10 decorations equal 1 blueprint, right? So I'll go ahead and show you guys how that works. Let's go ahead and let's get to spinning. Let's go ahead and buy everything. I'm telling you guys, we're literally just buying it all, dude. We're full sending. I didn't want to, but I'll explain everything as well, okay? So, boom. And then we're also going to just max this. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, you guys are thinking, okay, what about the dailies, though? How does the vent bundle compare to the dailies? It's not even close, guys, okay? Now, the daily bundle over here, when you look at the Wonders architecture, now if you're a Kraken and want to get ahead of everybody else, go for it. You know what I mean? Be a Kraken, do your thing. However, in this bundle, you're not getting any speed ups, right? You're not getting any speed ups here. So it's like, I don't know. I'll go ahead and buy a few just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about towards the end. But anyways, so we bought it all out. We have 266 up here now, all fully sold out. We're going to just spam through it. We're going to put skip and just go straight whale mode on it. You guys ready? That way this video is not 30 minutes long. All right, here we go. Boom. Woo! A 4-bomb. A 4-bomb. Okay, now here in select your rewards, you want to go with landscape pigments here, unless you get a Lotus Lantern, guys, okay? So landscape pigments reward is equivalent to 50% of the cost of a cosmetics at the store. Are you sure you want to claim the landscape pigment reward? Okay, let's think about this. Let's think about this. What does that say again? Because I think Chisco ran to the same thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. The landscape pigments reward is equivalent to 50% of the cost of cosmetics at the store. Are you sure you want to claim the landscape pigment reward? So what does this even mean, bro? Like, what does this even mean? Like, does it mean like you could then sell it? Does it mean you could then sell it? Okay, I'm gonna pick the decoration. Right, so let's go ahead and see what it says. 50% of the cost of cosmetics at the store. So I'm gonna pick this, even though I think pigments is probably the better move. I'm gonna pick this and see what this even says, bro. Okay, so an exchange store. Here's the exchange store. Can you even sell this? You can't even sell it. Like, what is it even talking about? Okay, so definitely go for the pigments, guys. Definitely go for the pigments, all right? You guys saw me. I did it as sacrifice there. Definitely go for the pigments, okay? All right, so we're going to keep going. Okay, only got one there. But now we got the full. So we're going to go with landscape pigments for sure. I don't really care about the other stuff, right? So the more pigments we get, the more we can buy here from the Lotus Lanterns, right? So let's go ahead and keep going. Boom. Duplicate items will be converted to landscape pigments. Interesting. We're gonna have to probably rewind that back. So once you get a duplicate, then you just get landscape pigments if you don't have it. Interesting. I wonder if it's better to just have the dupes and then go for it like that. Okay, so we're kind of getting cooked a little bit with the Lotus Lanterns. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some of those cosmetics are kind of cool looking, but let's be honest, they're not giving me any buffs. So, you know. Okay, boom. I already have that one, so it's gonna give me extras. Okay. We got 2 there. Listen, yeah, sure. You can see that, but... And it says it's recommended. Why? Why is it recommended? Yeah, see, landscape pigments reward is equivalent to 50% of the cost of cosmetics at the store. Are you sure you want to? Yes. Now, here's the thing, right? What store are they talking about? The only store I see here. Okay, and I think. I see. I see what they're talking about. But it's not like you can then sell it and then get the pigment. So in terms of the pigments, I think the pigments ultimately equal to more decorations, which is what I'm focused on now. If you care about this, so instead of the emote, we got 40% pigments. So that's what it means right there, guys. That's what it means right there. 40% pigments, which 40 pigments, which is half of what the emote is. So I think that's what it's trying to tell you, which whatever, right? Let's continue going. Okay, we got two now. Now, when I watched Cheesy's video, he got up to level 6, I believe, maxing it, getting the 385 bundle. Now, the other thing too, guys, when it comes to the daily bundle compared to the event, is that the event gives you speed ups. The event gives you speed ups, okay? The event gives you speed ups, and that is huge. You know, and I compared it to other bundles like the Blizzard Journey, Blaze of Glory, like some of those, and you're only getting like, okay, so in this situation here, we want to go with Lotus Lantern, right? Lotus Lantern, that's the one we want to go with there. Because when we go to the exchange store, you can see Lotus Lantern. It's 110, it's 80 essentially to buy it. So it's better to just go Lotus Lantern there, I believe. Whoa! Bang! Bang! That was crazy, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is insane. Okay, wow, we got really lucky there. We got 3 there. Okay, nice. Got the. This is a lot, man. Boom. This is like a full. This is the full 385 ski. The full 385 ski. Oh, also, guys, key things to pick up as we're going through this, okay? Now, some of you guys are thinking like, this is insane. I don't want to do this. Guys, this value in terms of spending the 385, a lot of you guys spend 385 on a bunch of other bundles, okay? This 385, oh wow. We also got the Tiger Forest. Nice, bro. That's huge. Oh, Tiger Forest or landscape pigments. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't care. I want the stats. I listen, I know. Some of you guys are probably like, what? No way. I want the stats. Listen, looking cool after you get a freaking good merit report is not going to progress my decorations, and progressing my decorations is what I want to do. So to each their own, guys, to each their own. Now, like I said, if you're a Kraken and you got it like that, then hey, you got it like that, you know. So the reason why I was able to 385 this bundle also, guys, is because I didn't buy the artifact one before. So once again, you can see here the whole 50% thing that it's talking about here. And I know it's very daunting when you're like, well, I don't know. Should I just go for this instead then? So the reason why it says 50, it says if we go to the store, the Verdant Hills is probably 300 landscape pigments. And that's literally all it's talking about, I'm pretty sure. So if we go over here to exchange store, we go to Verdant Hills. Yeah, see, 300. So you get half of that when you go for the pigments instead. So that's what it's trying to warn you about. But once you buy it, it's not like you can sell it. Let's go ahead. Let's go see. Is there the decorations show in here somewhere? I don't think you can sell your decorations, can you? Use. Let's say use. Yeah, it doesn't let you. It doesn't let you sell it, so let me make sure. Let me double make sure. Yeah, it doesn't. That's just a decoration. Okay. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Boom. So most people that I talked to that 385 the bundle were able to get to level 6, I believe. Most people were able to get to level 6. Now, what am I planning to do, Lotus Lantern? What am I planning to do, right? I think that I'm going to go and get all of them to level 5 first. I think I'm going to go level 5 because level 5 is the one that level 5 is the one that gets you oh nice, a 5 bomb, beautiful. Hell yeah. Level 5 is what unlocks the damage, right? And the extra stats. You don't unlock... I believe level 5 is the one that unlocks the damage. Okay, another Lotus Lantern. Thank you very much. All right. 3 Lotuses. Okay. We're getting a lot here. Gotta get the buffs. Gotta stay ready. Okay. Boom. Another Lotus Lantern. Beautiful. All right, we're coming close to the end here. Got no back there. Sweet. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Bang. And then, all right. Oh, so I had already kind of given it to me. Boom, Lotus Lantern. Thank you. Okay, and now we just have the onesies. Boom. Boom. Nice. Lotus Lantern. Beautiful. Come on. Give me another Lotus. Okay. Boom. Now, check this out, right? We still have 7,345 pigments. Is that enough to buy out all the Lotus Lanterns? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. First of all, let's go upgrade it alone, just like this, and see where it gets us just with the pigments. So, boom, we have 5 activated with a total of a 2.2 there. You can see here, if you go to upgrade, this one gets it up to 1.2. We're not going to do the other ones. Now, I probably would advise to just go, like, probably one at a time. I don't know, guys. Maybe some of the math nerds can really get into it. So you can see here, I have 71 Lotuses, okay? So 71 Lotuses are the ones that are going to... be able to like count towards this, right? How many are actually here? You can see here the blueprints here. You exchange it to get some of the decorations, right? So, okay. So let's get straight into it. How many can we get here just from this? Okay, so I'll slow down so you guys can take screenshots of how many it takes, right? So 1 and 2 is 10. Boom. And I'll show you guys, once again, Frosty from Echo showed me a sheet that was shared to him by CS of how much it costs for each one. So we're not going to be going to level 9 today, but you guys will see what it takes. Okay, so boom. Okay, another 15 for level 4. Boom. Another 18 for level 5. Boom. And then 5 to 6, okay, you need this many. So you can have a decorations exchange, right? The decorations exchange that you can get from the daily values, okay? And then exchange it to get that. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the event and buy the rest of the decorations, okay? So you can see here we need what? We have 16, so probably like 50 more. So we should be able to get the rest of them. Let's go ahead and go over here, exchange store, and go ahead and start spamming it. Oh, yeah. I could hit max, but that doesn't feel as satisfying, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now, I wonder if I get to keep those pigments. Oh, the last game pigments will be scrapped when the event ends. Ah. Okay, well, so we can still get the Tiger of the Forest either way. Or we can buy a full copy for one of these. Which, I mean, if you already have 5 of them, like, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go back over here to the relinquery. Let's go ahead and hit upgrade for this bad boy. Upgrade. Boom. Boom. And then boom. Okay, so I pretty much landed like everyone else. So for the 385, you can get to level 6. So everyone bear with me. Everyone calm down. I know a lot of you guys are panicking. You guys are like, what? Only to level 6? Think about it this way. Now, a lot of you guys spend on 385 bundles. When I say a lot of you guys, I'm talking to like mid and high spenders, okay? A lot of you guys, mid to high spenders, some even low spends every once in a while throwing a 385, right? But anyways, mid and high spenders above, a lot of you guys spend 385 on other bundles. Check it out. this bundle gave me speed ups. Man, I should have probably seen how many speed ups I ended up getting total from this. But anyways, it gives you the speed ups, okay? Pretty close to how many speed ups the other ones give you. And you also get 0.4% defense, 5% attack, and 1.2% damage dealt, guys. This 385, in terms of stats and effective value for your accounts, gives you the most value. Does that make sense? Like, trust me, guys, trust me. I know some of you guys are probably like, sell out, he's lying. Like, dude, I'm not lying to you guys, okay? I'm telling you, if you're going to spend 385 on the game, it's better to spend it on this and this decoration one, because you're getting the defense, you're getting 5% attack, and you're getting 1% damage dealt. Now, if you think about it, how much money does it cost to get a greatest height skin? Does anyone know? A lot, right? Way more than 385. So if you look at money spent to value to an account, the decorations make the most sense. At least when it comes to like the bundles and stuff like that, right? You still got your pets and artifacts and a bunch of other stuff that you can kind of keep up with. So like I said, for most of us, the move to do is to shift your spending towards decorations, because they just mean that much. Now, with that being said, there's still going to be a lot of you guys, 2 years are going to pass, and you're still going to have a level 2 decoration and wonder why you're so far behind. Right? Very similar to using your money on stuff that is not necessarily going to benefit your account. For example, the amount of players that I know that have like max artifacts, max pets, max heroes, max, and they don't even have that many troops. Why do you need everything maxed when you don't even have the troops to back it up? You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, let's go ahead and go over to the daily bundle. Okay, we're gonna utilize, go ahead and get this bad boy, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and utilize some of our coins to buy some of this wondrous architecture. Okay, so the wondrous architecture, when you 385 this, I don't even know if you can 385 this, but if you were to max this, it gets you like, I think roughly around the same level. If you were to 385 it compared to the event bundle, but the event bundle gives you speed ups, right? So let's go ahead and use this. Boom. Okay, you can see that it's literally doubling. Okay, so I think we have enough for this one. Yeah, we have enough for this one. You can see here, gives you a little bit of resources, a little bit of gems and stuff like that, some blueprints here that you can use, and I'll show you guys how these work. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. Now the next one, so it goes in twos, right? It goes in twos. So you can go back and do the math on it. So once you buy the 185 bundle, guys, you're getting about, you're gonna see guns math 30, 70, 150. You're getting about 350 universal blueprints, which then are divided by 10 that give you 35 of the decorations. Okay, so that it will, then you can upgrade that. So now let's go ahead and go over here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna upgrade some of our other ones here. You can see here we still need another 0.5er. Right, we still need another 0.5er. I'm not gonna go for dewdrop chimes because it's a 0.2er. Is this one a point? Oh wow, this one's a 0.5er. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and deactivate this one. We're gonna go pick up El Extravaganza from the event bundle exchange store. Bang. Okay, boom, we got it now. We'll go over here. Build and unlock. Oh, you actually have to build it. Okay, for it to, you be able to activate it. Okay, got it. So now we have this one that's a 0.5er. Boom, now we can activate it. So now, like I said in the beginning, we have the 0.5ers needed in order to make this event. Now, we're going to upgrade one by one. Let's see how many we can do here. You can see here we have decoration blueprints. You can see the difference now from the event bundles compared to just buying it from the dailies, right? The dailies, you get decoration exchanges that you can then make into this, right? So golden dragon, let's go ahead and make, can we exchange it? Okay. Max? No, not max. we're gonna just do 10. More universal blueprints are required. What? Oh, just one. Okay, just one. Yep, one blueprint for golden. Oh my god. Okay, not enough. Not enough, guys. Eject. It's not enough to get it maxed. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put our blueprints here. Boom. And it's enough to get it there. 7. With what did I spend up to? The $20 one? So yeah. Anyways, guys, like I said, trust me, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. This does create a bigger gap between spenders and non-spenders. However, I am giving you guys the answer of how to keep up with the decorations, okay? Simply switch what you are spending on and shift that money a little bit more over towards decorations. Now that's going to be totally up to you guys how you want to break that down, depending on where your account's currently at, right? You're like, Guns, how do I know whether I should shift a little bit more towards decorations or should I go more for artifacts? That's going to be very dependent on an account by account basis. Okay, you can see here now what I currently have. I have 6.6% attack increase and a 1.2% damage dealt, which, you know, everything adds up. Now, man, we just went over a lot, guys, and it's very important for me to cover this for you guys. And now listen, once again, addressing elephants in the room. I know some people are gonna feel like, oh my god, like it's more pay to win now. And the answer to my response to that is yes and no, right? Yes, in the sense, because yeah, this is another spending aspect that spenders are gonna have over others. It is true. However, you guys got to keep in mind, not everyone is going to do what I just did, which is 385 the bundle. If you think majority of the players in Call of Dragons are going to 385 the bundle and you're just going to simply fall behind, like, you're wrong about that. Most players aren't high spenders or Krakens in different kingdoms. I can promise you that, right? There's a false thought that people think that accounts in like Echo or EIS or WB or WAO, wherever the top kingdoms you want to mention, plenty of them have players that are low spends, even some free to play players there. Now, the main thing that I recommend you guys to focus on, just focus on what you can do and just kind of go from there. Take a nice, slow, steady pace. Now, as you continue going forward, then you can address that. You can kind of like look at it like, okay, you know, yes, the decorations are there, but I'm still doing my thing. I'm still doing well, right? I'm buying it from the weekly. I'm slowly progressing my stuff over time, and then you can make your assessment. I wouldn't make a decision right now as soon as you see this event come out, right? Because there's a lot of emotions going on right now. I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna quit already. I would say, I think the best way to look at it, and I know I sound like a broken record, is the way that I'm looking at it. Okay, 385 I would normally spend on an event bundle. Now I can do that 385 and get 4.5% attack and a 1.2% damage dealt, right? So that's the way that I'm currently looking at it. Now, let's take a look. I know this picture is going to be pretty rough to look at, guys. Pretty rough to look at, but oh yeah, this is really rough to look at. But this is the totals, okay? This is the totals of what you guys are looking at, like decorations per level. You can see with a 385er, we got it to level 6. Now, to get over to 7, I'm probably going to have to, if I was going to go that route, like I said, I'm going to go for level 5s and 6s first across the board, me personally. Kind of gives me like a faster sense of progression. I feel like if I go from 6 to 7, mentally, I'm going to be like, this is not worth it. You know what I mean? So, I think if I just focus on getting most of mine to like a 5 and a 6, would it be better? Now, these are the breakdowns. You can see the bundles, the amount of money, right? It says 370, so it says about 300 to get to 6, right? Another 375 to 7, 450 to 8, 600 to get to 9, totaling roughly, like this, like I said, these are like rough numbers, okay, rough numbers completely, but yeah, it's like ballpark roughly about 2,000 to get it from 1 to max. And I would just say, man, like I said, there's no way to sugarcoat this. It's definitely expensive, right? This is a pay to win game at the end of the day. And I've told you guys, I told a lot of you guys this in the past. Understand the kind of game that you're playing in, and when these type of things come up, you have to be mentally prepared for that. And you really have to dig deep, look yourself in the mirror and say, like, you know, is this a journey that you're willing to take? And I'm giving you guys the answers of what I think. Like I said, I'm going to say it again for a 5th time. Just shift your spending over, man. You're not going to spend more than you already are, while at the same time making your account even stronger with the extra buffs. Now, I know a lot of data nerds are going to go in and kind of break everything down even more, right? Okay, 385 for 4.5% attack or 1.2% damage dealt. Is it better to do that there, or is it better to go for an artifact, okay, that gives you the damage dealt, like individually for that march, the artifact's probably going to do more for you, right? So it's like you got to break all these things down, and it's everything's dependent on your specific account. Right? Everything's dependent on your specific account. So with that being said, guys, I offered myself as tribute by 385ing that bundle for you guys so you guys can see it all in action. I also gave you guys the breakdown from 1 through 9. I told you guys the differences between the dailies and the events. You know, what the dailies, you know, getting the blueprints does as opposed to the event bundles and stuff like that. So I really hope that this answered a lot of your guys' questions. Feel free to let your mind flow in the comment section below, guys, okay? Feel free. Let me know what you guys think of the approach that I'm taking to it. Like I said, once again, for a 6th or 7th time now, broken record, it is 100% very pay to win heavy for sure, but there is a way to shift your account around based off your spending priority to stay on top of it, okay? And continue progressing your accounts without spending more than you already are, okay? So that is the big taker that I want you guys to think about. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys drop a like on this video. Definitely helps me out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, and don't want to miss out, we'll even do some testing. We'll even do some testings, right, later on, like decorations on, decorations off. I'm sure Jason's going to max them pretty freaking fast, right? So you guys can see that. I'm sure the Kraken and the high spenders are like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, more stats. But yeah, anyways, hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Peace, y'all.